Hey guys, hope you're well. I feel like the world is moving extremely fast nowadays. It's moving faster and faster and faster. New things are coming out here and there every single day, every single second. It's like it's crazy, everything is compounding. And I realized, like hard work, like working hard is not even like it's not even an edge anymore. It's a prerequisite. It's a requirement. What you work on, who you work on, why you work on something is probably more important than how hard you work. You know, people say, "Oh, you gotta work hard." Yeah, you gotta work hard. Yeah, everybody knows they gotta work hard. I think 99% of people work pretty hard, but most of them, 99% of them, don't work on the right things, and they don't work with the right people. If you choose the wrong people, if you get scammed by the wrong people, your life would end up in shambles. So you gotta choose the right people as well, and you gotta choose the right things to work on. So yeah, hard work, it's good. You definitely need it. It's a prerequisite. But if you just have that, I don't think you can achieve much. You know, like Mark Zuckerberg, I'm sure he works hard, but more importantly, he worked on Facebook, which was like a social media platform that was like that came from nothing. It was like a dating site back then, and it grew to Facebook because he saw the potential of like making money on the internet. Like the internet was like a new thing, and he just created something on the internet, and now it's like super big because he knew that everybody's gonna be on their phones one day, everybody's gonna be on their MacBooks, they're gonna use like they're gonna use platforms, and we're gonna call this Facebook or Instagram. And now we are almost, and every single day more new people are coming on the internet and using their phones. New people are buying phones every single day, and they're getting into this thing that we call the internet. So it's a growing industry, and he knew that it was gonna keep growing because we need our phones for our everyday lives now. Like we need it to message, we need it for communication. If you don't have a phone, how are you gonna communicate? So it's basically like a necessity now. And he hit a jackpot. He knew that it was gonna be a necessity for humans. It was gonna be a need. So I think he realized that, and he started working on it. And now everybody needs like Facebook. I don't think we need Facebook. I think we'll get to a time where we need it. Like, you want to make money, you gotta be on Facebook. You gotta post Facebook ads, or you're not gonna make shit. It's not like that now, but I think very soon it will be. Like even YouTube, maybe one day, like if you want to start a YouTube channel, you gotta pay. Now it's free. Of course, everything is free in the beginning, but once everything is like it's accepted. Everybody knows that you need the internet. Like the general consensus is there. Then they're gonna start charging people like me, or they're gonna start charging viewers like you to watch YouTube videos. Like even YouTube Premium. That's just the start. That's not the end. That's just the beginning. Once they get like everybody needs YouTube Premium, then they're gonna charge people for watching YouTube, for going on the YouTube platform. It might be free now. Hey, don't take it for granted, man. It might change very soon. So you need some urgency in your life, and think about this making money on the internet thing. And yeah, like I said in the beginning, I started this YouTube channel. I mean, it is for documentation too, but I also want to make money off this YouTube channel if possible, or off the internet. However I make it. I am kind of making money off the internet now with like being a real estate agent. I am posting ads on the internet, so that kind of counts. But it would be cool to make it off YouTube, or maybe a course or something, or maybe a product that I would sell in the future. But I'm not that level yet. I'm still learning. I'm still just experimenting with it. But this documenting stuff, I'm probably gonna do it till I die, because I feel like there's sentimental value in documenting every single day, and your posterity is probably gonna see it every single day. No, they're probably gonna see it in the future, or maybe people in the future, they could see it. No, I just think that would be cool. Sure, it might be weird, but who gives a fuck? I think it's cool, so I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, like, man, it's hard. It's getting harder every single day, and you gotta constantly improve yourself. Not only you gotta constantly improve yourself, the rate of improvement's gotta be faster. You gotta be quicker. You gotta learn quicker. It's not about learning anymore. It's about who learns, who gets the information the fastest, and who acts on the information the quickest. That's the game now. I don't know what's the game in the future, but I think that's the game now. It's information, and you act on information. Like crypto, once you get an ad drop, are you gonna act on it? Or are you gonna pull the trigger? Or are you gonna hide? And that's skin in the game. You gotta put some risk in. If you're not willing to lose, then you don't deserve to win. So you gotta risk some things to gain. You gotta risk to gain. You gotta risk to win. No risk, no reward. And it's that simple. People that are willing to risk it would probably be more likely to be successful, and that's just how it is. And yeah, it's not easy to risk sometimes. I'll be honest, it's not easy. It requires guts, it requires courage, and requires a good temperament, which not everybody has. But I think it's possible to be developed. But either way, even then, you could still be the smartest, and you could still lose it all. So it depends on what you're willing to lose. Like for my age right now, I can lose every single penny. I don't give a fuck. Up until I'm 25, 26, I can lose everything. And I could still climb back up. Until 30 even. Of course, preferably, I would want to lose everything now. When you reach 30, when you reach 35, you kind of want that stable life. You don't really want to take that much risk anymore. So as I'm like turning 21 this year, I want to take as much risk as I can tolerate, and that is like, if I go broke, whatever, bro. Most people my age are kind of broke now anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm trying to be as broke as possible right now and take as much risk as possible, because I know that for a fact that in the future I'm probably not going to take this much risk. Risking myself out there on YouTube, it's a risk too. Putting my money on crypto, it's a big risk too. I know I could lose all that money, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. It doesn't really matter, because I'm still young, and I should be in the season of risking and learning as much as I can. Learning first, then risk. But yeah, man, you gotta develop yourself. Not even just develop yourself. You gotta develop yourself quick. Of course, preferably if you're steady, if you can compound it. Compound. I'm also thinking about sustainability, how long I can last. It's not about doing it for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. It's about doing it until you die, for the rest of your life. That's the game. Can you do it till you're like 150? Because at 150, that's where you gain everything. It's compound interest. You gain the most in the end. So I feel like that's a good concept. Like, I'm reading this book called Compound Effect now. It's a really good book. It's called Compound Effect. Darren Hardy. Yeah. Really good book about compounding and how every decision that you make, every choice that you make is kind of dictating your future. Like, you might not see it now, but in 10 years from now, like, if you eat like shit food every single day, you will see it in 10 years. Even if it's just small, like even if it's just like a yogurt a week, in 10 years, that yogurt a week could mean like 30, 50 pounds. So yeah, compound interest is real. And you might as well build positive habits and let that compound, than have bad habits and let that compound, because either way it will compound. So choose your habits wisely and make sure that you get you have positive habits, and you grow them, you let them compound. And even in real estate, with every sale, every case that I close, I just get better, and it compounds too. My skill compounds. So I think that helps too. Sorry, it's a bit too bright on my eyes. But yeah, man, that's just my opinion. You gotta over smart work, not just overwork. Oh, you can't outwork me. Yeah, I can outsmart work you. I can outsmart you and work harder than you. So yeah, don't just work hard. You gotta work smart. I know it's cliche, but sometimes I think working smart first is better than working hard. It's not being lazy. Like, I know I can work as hard as anyone else, but I know for a fact nobody thinks about working smart. Everybody's like, oh, I'm working hard. Yeah, I work the hardest, man. Nobody can work as hard as me. It's a scam. The most successful people, they work smart and they work hard. They work smart first, knowing for a fact that they can easily work hard, but they work smart first. They work smart, and once they find something that really works, then they go all in on it. They go like 100, 200, 300% hard work, all in, dedication on that smart work. So you gotta over smart work, not overwork. It's not hard work, it's smart hard work. That's why that's just my opinion. Could be wrong on this, maybe I'm just googly gook, gibberish, whatever you want to call it. But hey, it might age well in the future. Maybe it might sound stupid now, but in 10, 20, 30 years, 100 years, 1,000 years, who knows, man? Maybe some people on YouTube might watch this video and get inspired. And yeah, I want you to realize, man, like, whatever you do, however successful you become a billionaire, become a trillionaire, you have like 20 kids, 30 kids, you have 5 wives, you're still gonna die anyways. You're not gonna be immortal. And even if you could be immortal, I don't think you want to be immortal. So I guess what you can do is just enjoy the moment right now, enjoy the present moment, because it's all you really have, and enjoy the experiences that you have in this life, because it's limited. And yeah, just enjoy life as much as you can, because you have to realize that it will all end one day. So do your best, enjoy the times, talk with people, talk with random people, do crazy shit, do random shit, and just enjoy the times. Time is all we have. The present is all we have. So enjoy it. Peace.